Hej World, jag heter Zack the Demon Lord. Hey World, this is Isaac the Demon Lord, and yet again another YouTube video. This is 2 of 4 for today. Yeah, well, we're continuing on with Vildhjarta, so let's get into it. This song, classy name. Last one was Sunset Sunrise. You won't guess what this one's called. What if I told you it's Sunset Sunrise Sunset Sunrise? Even sorry, I just think the title of the song is so funny. Yeah. By the way, I did want to mention the last video, but didn't think about it until mid-video, and there wasn't a really good place to mention this. Somewhere amidst these last 4 songs, I had mentioned it before, but I just want to re-mention it. There are some weird lyrics in some of these songs that just don't get translated well, or just you could translate it, but it makes little sense. I don't know if this is one of the cases, but we'll find out. Basically, there are some lines where I literally had to go onto a language website and ask Swedes, like, hey, help me translate this. Like, I do not understand. And they're like, this is some weird, trippy lyrics, but this is what it would mean. And so, yeah. Just keep that in mind as we go through these next 3. Anyways, Sunset Sunrise Sunset Sunrise sound like pretty good. Anyways, let's get into the lyrics. Ooh, this is one of them. By the way, this is one of them. I see the lyric, and just know that it's weird. Okay, let's go. First lyric is Solar och kommit och gått, which means suns and came and gone. That's literally what that means. Like, I can't even translate that into proper English because that's just literally what it means. Suns and came and gone. So yeah, good start. Just untranslatable sentence right there. Anyways, next line though. The rest of the lines I think are pretty translatable. Next line we have Hur många vet jag ej. How many knows I not? Like, which might sound very confusing, which it would be in English. It would mean like I do not know how many, basically. Yeah. Next line though we have Tidlös är denna håla, which would mean timeless is this den. And yeah, and the den part did get some multiple translations. Just imagine something along that lines, like a den, a cave, something that something dwells in, that sort of thing. So basically what that would then mean in proper English though is like, this den is timeless, like it's infinite basically. And then next line though is Livet lyser med sin frånvaro. The life shines with its absence, which I think in English we would say like life shines with its absence, or I think absence obviously makes sense, but I think, no offense Americans, I think there are some American English speakers though that would be more likely to say like life shines without it. I don't like. I think in American English, basically the rule of thumb is use as simple and as less words as possible. So I think that's what we would be able to say in American English, but I still think it's more correct to say life shines with its absence, more so. Anyways, next line though we have Drömmar för mig bort till en svunnen tid. Dreams for me away to a bygone time. This is another one of those lines like one of the songs before where they don't have a verb with for, they just skip verb, just put for there. What that would mean then is like dreams, like take me away to a bygone time. So for the word for is overtaking the word take, which is just kind of weird. But yeah, that's what that would mean in English. Next line though we have Jag tänker på hur du låter när du pratar, which would mean I think on how you let when you talk. But what I found out, which this is a weird, I don't know if it's slang or something, but what that would actually mean is I think on how you sound when you talk, or think about how you sound when you talk. So yeah, the verb låter, which means to let, can also mean sound, I guess, like to sound like, that sort of sound. So yeah, interesting there. Weird grammar. I don't know if it's like just like a weird slang or something, but yeah, that's what that would mean, I found. And then next line that we have, plötsligt känns din röst smärtsamt nära, which would mean suddenly feels your voice painfully close, or knows your voice painfully close. So I guess like how do I translate this best? It would be like I can understand what it's saying, but sometimes it's just translating that idea into English is difficult. It'd be like I suddenly know your voice. Probably in English we say like painfully well instead of close, or like you could say painfully close, or I guess you could also say like suddenly, like I understand like your voice painfully close, or painfully well, or something, or awfully well, something along those lines is I think what that would then translate to, even though the I is not there. Anyways, next line though, we have I vrede förbannar jag er, in wrath curse I you, which would be I curse you in wrath. So yeah, whoever this person is, they obviously are something painful for the person singing the song, and so they're saying that they curse them in wrath. And then next line we have Ni som fjättrat mig har, you who shackled me here. Which I think makes sense in English. I don't think there's a better way to translate it. So yeah, in the ni, the word ni, which means you, can mean singular, like in some ways, but more often it's going to be a plural. So maybe it's like you guys who shackled me here. Maybe there's more than one person. Which the next line's actually, now looking at that, does suggest that there's multiple people. So it's like y'all who shackled me here, or you guys who shackled me here. Yeah. So obviously this person has been imprisoned in some form or shape. But the next lines are some very classic lines that we've gone over. Era jävlar, you bastards. Jag förkastar er alla. I reject you all, or I forecast you all. We've heard that over and over again. Classic line. Next line that we have. Ett sådant bittern slut. A such bitter end. Which in English would be like such a bitter end. So yeah. And by the way, I know what you're thinking when you look at slut. I know what you're thinking. It means end, okay? Not what you're thinking. Anyways, spelling jokes aside, next line we have Min resa gick till mötes. My trip went to meeting. Which in English is like, huh? What that would then mean though in English is like my trip, like my trip went successfully or was successful. is what that would mean. So yeah. So yeah, till mötes in this case is maybe like a slang or like a idiom of some sort. It has a different meaning. Next line though we have Men jag ångrar ingenting, but I regret nothing. So together that would kind of go together with the last line, but also it doesn't kind of make sense to me. So it'd be like, my trip was successful, but I regret nothing. So maybe where that could make sense, and maybe they did something bad in the perspective of the other people, and so he could get some backlash for that. But this person doesn't regret doing those things. Maybe. Anyways, next line though we have Ur askan röste jag mig. Out from the ashes rose I me. So like I rose. I rose out from the ashes, or I arose from the ashes, is what that would then translate as. Again, I do want to point out that the rösta jag mig part is it's a reflexive verb. Yeah. Anyways, it's like with the other lines that we had in some of the songs, where it's like, raise I myself from this world, or something along those lines. It's like those lines. Anyways, next line that we have, rev upp gamla sår. Tears up, or tears up old wounds. So yeah, maybe that would be like, I tear up old wounds, or something along those lines. By the way, you might notice with the sore, it does sound like the English word sore, which I think is probably because they're cognates or whatever. They come from the same root. Anyways, next line that we have, fast besluten av att finna dig. Fix the decision of to find you. Which would mean like, basically like, the decision is fixed to find you, or like the decision to find you is fixed. I think that last one actually makes the most sense. Fixed meaning like it's set, like we're gonna find you, basically. That sort of fixed. Then we get ett sådant bittert slut again, such a bitter end. Another Men jag ångrar ingenting, but I regret nothing. Drömmar för mig bort. Dreams for me away. Which would mean dreams take me away. I don't know if we went over that one yet. Let's find out. We kind of went over it, but add some other lines. Oh, I see why. They decided to make them separate lines. Till en svunnen tid. There's the second part, to a bygone time. There's the part that was connected originally. Then we get another. Jag tänker på hur du låter när du pratar. I think on how you sound or let when you talk. Then the line, I think it was a little different. Yes, it was a little different last time. This time it is, en nu känns din röst så smärtsamt nära. Yet fills your voice so painfully close. So it changed up. Last time it had, let me scroll back to it, had plötsligt. This time though it has en nu, which is yet. We kind of went over that line, so I'll just put what that change would be. It'd be like, yet I feel your voice so painfully close, or something. Anyways, next line though is, jag hör dig, I hear you, och det tar i min själ, and it tears in my soul. Or tears in my soul, maybe. Whichever one it is though, it'd be like, the tears, the end would make sense. Tears though, it wouldn't if it was tears, because I feel like with that it would just be like, and it tears my soul. But if it is tears, it could tear in your soul, like, and it tears in my soul. Like, if it is a tear, then sure. But just I'm confused. It's been a while since I've translated this, so I don't remember which one it is. But whichever one it is, yeah. Oh, and guess what? Next line, we got a copy, and it's that weird one. Solar har kommit och gått. Solar, which is suns, and came and gone. So yeah. Oh, and then we got hur många vet jag? How many knows I not? Or I don't know how many. Tillhör denna håla. Timeless is this den. This den is timeless, as we've gone over. Livet lyser med sin frånvaro. The life shines with its absence. Life shines with its absence again. Ivred förbannar jag in wrath curse I you. I curse you in wrath. Ni som fjättrat mig har, you who shackled me here. Era jävlar, you bastards, jag förkastar alla. I reject you all. Or I forecast you all. And that is the end of this lyric. Of these lyrics. Sorry. Sometimes doing this much thinking about language trips up me. Especially with some of the sentences we had to go through. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Of this song. Of what it has to offer for us. So yeah, if you enjoyed the lyrics and learning what they meant, please subscribe, please share with friends and family that might be interested, and subscribe. I don't know what all I said, like, subscribe, share, yeah, you know, all that cool stuff. Do that, please. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, hey-do.